Pornography creates an inability in a marriage to be intimate. Pornography is based on object sex, which creates a divide in connection and in intimacy between a husband and wife. So there are two different types of sex. First, there's object sex and relational sex. Relational sex is an emotional, a physical, a spiritual connection between a husband and wife, where object sex is just the physical component of sex, which is not personal, and it's more of an object. So it is object sex. And it creates a divide in marriage if one of the individuals, because pornography is not based on reality, it's a fantasy world, and if an individual's involved in that world on a regular basis, what they do is then they bring that mindset to their personal bedroom with their spouse, and it's different. It's different. Your marriage, in your marriage, it is not like pornography sex, because it isn't real. Pornography sex is not real, and this creates a divide because it's based on that fantasy. So problems can occur when one spouse in a marriage is involved in the world of pornography. Because what happens is this individual, let's say in this example, it's the husband. The husband gets involved in this fantasy world, and he is getting reinforced through classical conditioning in his head, and it is an object. It is not his wife. It is not a person. It is getting those hormones or those chemicals released in his head. So then he comes to his marriage, and his wife might find a disconnect when they're having sex. She might feel like an object, and that's not something that she wants. She wants a connection. She doesn't want this divide. But in this example, the husband, he just doesn't see it as a problem particularly, or it's just been reinforced so much in his mind that it's hard for him to learn how to have other types of sex. So this creates problems and disconnect in a marriage when one of the spouses is into pornography and the other isn't. Pornography creates an inability for couples to be intimate in their marriage. So let's say, for example, a couple wants to, you know what, let's add spice to our sex life, and let's watch some porn. Be careful with that, because that is based on an object world. It's also involving, even though it's through not a real person there, it's involving other people, and it's object sex, which does not unify individuals in a marriage. It actually creates a disconnect, since it's just based on object sex in their marriage. And what makes marriages last and connect is relational sex.